It has already been a year since our last adventure in the Boundary Waters, where we explored the backwater lake known as Slowfoot. Another year, another winter, and another trip long in the planning phases is about to be realized. I had many goals for this trip, but ultimately this journey would be very experimental, and we would be trying something that is a bit taboo in the Boundary Waters. I hope you enjoy this year's Back in the Wilderness story as we return to the Boundary Waters and enjoy some unexpected surprises. This is the Race to 100. No, I know, it's a very gentle river, I think. For the record, since the video is recording, first fish in the boat, me. Of course, it's me.
He's cheating.
Of course. Well, yeah, I'm cheating because I know how to fish. A friendly but competitive fishing contest is underway, and it feels good to be the first on the board. Of course, I had to take the opportunity to rub it in. Oh my God. A surprise I was saving for everybody was a waterfall that would serve as our first portage on the river. For this trip, I created what I called portage nets. Essentially, you place a fully loaded kayak on the net, secured to the boat, and using the handles on the net, the four of us could walk the kayak to the other side of the portage. It would give us the ability to portage kayaks without having to unload them. This is all a test run to see just how viable of an option this truly is. The first portage is out of the way, and we are now in a race with the weather, which is starting to pop up its first few storms in our general area. For now, we just have light rain and beaver dams to deal with.
Nice.
Right?
Yep.
The current. Oh, I'm sinking. So we're going to stay in that one. We were curious what the big portage would look like and hoped the kayaks would give us a better chance of pulling through the rapids and avoiding the long walk, but upon arrival, we were faced with a huge boulder field. No choice but to walk the portage.
Okay.
We learn we can cut some of the portage out by re-entering the river here and paddling up some small rapids. Beats walking any day.
All the time I'll have to step out.
With thunder in the distance, we are thrilled to learn the first and relatively new campsite is available, and we don't hesitate claiming the site for ourselves.
Alright, hold up. Okay.
Next! Hurry up!
That is.
We managed to hang 4 hammocks on this site, and I know we all feel very fortunate to have made it to a campsite and that it was available, because moments later the storm hits and brings plenty of rain and lightning. It's an evening of sheltering from the rain and resting from that always tiring first day. Good morning, everybody. We are back in the boundary waters at the Little Indian Sioux River. We entered at entry point 9. And yeah, it was an eventful first day. We didn't do a lot of interaction with the camera, but we're here at the first campsite. Pat Pa joining me again on the river, and Midori and his grandson Chase are with us as well. And they are still sleeping, which I am not surprised. So, what do you think of this area?
Well, it looks a whole lot like the headwaters, the upper Mississippi. Very nice. You know, portages are a little difficult, but other than that, it's a good time.
Yeah, it's a beautiful area. I mean, like everything up here, the goal on this trip was to bring kayaks and see what it was like to bring them here. This probably wasn't the route for that due to the portage sizes, but we're here now, so it's kind of too late. We will get through them, but I think we're going to try to get to Bootleg Lake and see what it looks like to hang out there for a few days. We got to camp last night about 4:35, I think it was, and the skies just started to open up, and we had rain pretty much really solid, I don't know, until I fell asleep. So it was some good storms. South of here they had tornado warnings. Just southeast of here they had over 6 inches of rain from this event. And we were on a little river, so I was kind of curious what that was going to look like here. But I don't think it looks all that much different than I remember it last night. But
Came up any?
yeah, if anything, give us a little bit more clearance on the rocks. So yeah, Mount Hagen coffee as always. And that's our day so far. So hopefully we get something good out of this trip, get some fishing. There's a fishing contest underway. Here's your 2 leaders right here with one. and that's just coming in off this river. So I'm anticipating a very intense battle for that first place. Alrighty, we are underway heading to our next campsite. It's a nice little layover here at the, I don't even know if this campsite has a number yet. It's brand new actually on the map and it doesn't even exist. The rangers actually told me about it. It's how I knew it was here. So it's a nice little layover spot. We're gonna head a little further up the Little Indian Sioux to the Little Pony River, which is gonna take us over to Bootleg Lake. And I think we're gonna probably try to spend a few days there and just kind of see how it goes, what we want to do after that. Hopefully just get some fishing time in, not have to worry about breaking down camp every day. Should be nice. Say hi, Chase.
Hello, everybody.
Anything you want to say?
We're having a good time.
Good. First time in the Boundary Waters. He is losing the fish race.
He's winning by one fish. He's caught one.
I'm destroying him by a single fish.
I'm gonna beat him.
And we will see how it all turns out in the end. But for now, on our way to Little Pony River to Bootleg Lake. Here we go.
Ain't no way.
That's a nice sized northern.
Holy crap, on this river you can catch something.
Relax there, big guy. There he goes.
That don't count.
That's fine. It's actually easier not to deal with them than to add them to my count. Alright everybody, officially number 2. Just had one run off the hook, but that's no problem. Come on over. You see him?
Ooh, I would not want to stick my finger.
And they're all across the top of his mouth too. And they point backwards.
Yeah,
So
finger's gonna get shredded.
that's a northern.
He can. He's gonna get hung on really tight.
I'm gonna make a whole video about you.
Please do, please.
I got crashed up in here. A very good toe, matey.
See any moose while you're up there?
Huh?
Any moose?
There's no look like it.
Chase and I decide on a small adventure and paddle down a small channel off the main river. It leads to a dead end, closed off by boulders. A small waterfall flows through the rocks. Neat little area. There's a little waterfall out there. It's like going through rocks and under rocks. That's really cool.
Fly ball.
Easy. Yeah, that one's a little taller. How's it going? Hold on. Go. Alright, I got it. Hang on a second.
Just push me off.
Alright, you ready?
Yep, I gotta catch up to my paddle.
Alright. Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay. Alright. Ready. Thank you.
A quick scout of the portage that leads us to Bootleg Lake reveals it will be a challenge with the kayaks. We get to work modifying the portage nets so they will have shoulder straps, which does help some. Ultimately, with the narrow portage trail, getting the kayaks to the other side will just take time and a good deal of effort. And the nets. Hello, Bootleg. We are here. Boy, challenging portages when you're doing the kayaks, no doubt about it. And we kind of got here right as a storm was blowing by, but thankfully I think we're just on the northern edge of it. It wasn't really that bad here, just a little bit of rain, so it feels good to be sitting and past that difficult portage, which was really only difficult because we're doing the kayaks. But nonetheless, we are on Bootleg Lake, and I think the plan is we'll stay for a little while and just enjoy our time. We don't always have to push. Feel good to just relax. So get to camp, eat, let this weather blow by, give you a look at it. You see the darker clouds down that way. See dark, but important thing is we're kind of on our destination lake, so it really don't matter. Everybody made it through. Good job, guys. When you watch this later, I'm proud of you. It wasn't easy. We got her.
Yeah, look at this amazing beach.
He's saying out to where you're at.
Yay!
There we go. As everyone else went to go set up camp, I couldn't resist to try the fishing.
Good news is I got me $20 coming from Chase. What am I gonna do with all these $20 bills?
Look at that, another little bass. Wee, what a good little lake, huh? Small, but it counts. It counts. Number 5, third out of the lake. There you go, Chase. Six. Number 6. 7. Number 8, little Sunny. Actually, nice Sunny. Sweet deal.
Morning number 9. One thing is for sure, these fish are all about the same size. So hopefully we can start finding some records out here. Something a little more sizable to write home about. But I'll tell you what, compared to the last times I was up here and we weren't catching anything, this is a welcome change. Alright, about to go get this snag. Hi!
Say hi, Daddy.
Hi, my baby Jacob. How are you? You look so happy. Number 10. Look at the size of that sunfish. Huh? That's a good size. That's a handful there. Sweet. Nice, healthy looking fish. Very cool. Yeah. It's number 11. There's Chase for me to rub it in his face. He's cheating. Bloop. I'm cheating. Yeah, sure. I don't care. Cheaters always win. There's Sonny out here. Good size Sonnies. We might have to have a panfish fry. Oh my god, they're getting bigger. Lucky 13. Lucky 13. Lucky 13.
Heck yeah.
There you go.
Number
Looks
2
like a
of
rock
the day.
bass.
Yep. I was asking about these too.
Huh. Another bass. 15. $16. 16. I don't even have to cast. $17. Oh my god, the fishing's ridiculous here.
Come on.
17.
There's no way you can do that 3 times in a row.
You want to bet?
That's a bet I'll know I will.
$18. Oh, Chase. Give it up, man.
Oh,
Give it up.
it's only day 2.
What did I say this was? 18?
Yeah.
18. Right under you, boat. Here we go.
There's no way.
Here we go.
There's no way. Y'all, he just caught his 19th one under my boat. He caught 19 fish under my boat.
19 under Chase's boat.
I'm gonna catch you.
Well, it's a little guy, but it adds to the count. We're on 20. Calling it a run so I can go get camp set up. I'm the last one. This lake is pretty good. Fish haven't been huge yet, but man, this is fun to just catch them one after the other. And if there's little ones in here, you know the big ones are out there hiding. So we're gonna spend a day or 2 or 3 or whatever looking for them. But for now, back to camp. All right, everybody. Well, we are closing down night 2, day 2, here on Bootleg Lake. So we made it here. So far, the fishing's been really good. I got 18 fish on this hour in less than 2 hours, on this lake in less than 2 hours. How can you beat it? All set up here. One hammock. We got Chase and I. Brian's gonna try tenting it. He'll regret it. And then we got our 2 bug nets set up actually to sit in if the bugs get bad. But the thermocells actually kept everything in check, so it's pretty nice. I got an excellent dinner going here. I am cooking up some noodles, I'm calling them nudes, and some ground beef, rehydrating ground beef, and rehydrating some broccoli. So boy, that's gonna be a great meal after a long day of portaging to get out here, and man, it's gonna go down so good. So yeah, a lot of hope for this lake. I think we're probably gonna spend a good majority of the trip here. May take a trip all the way to the other end at some point to go look at what it would take to get to that other PMA lake, but we'll see if we get there. I mean, I'm pretty content sitting here at the moment right now. This is a nice campsite on a beautiful lake with apparently really good fishing. And we ain't seen nobody else out here. This is not an easy place to get to, so I bet that the number of people that make this journey are probably few. So yeah, beautiful campsite. Lake is just right there behind us. But yeah, I don't know. That's probably about it for tonight. Anything to add over there?
Nope, I'm good.
No, he's good. He's all done. We're all done. Today was a rough day. Just a lot of work to get the kayaks out here. You know, would I ever bring the kayaks back to the Boundary Waters? Yes. Would I ever bring them to this area? No. I would definitely bring a canoe this far out. The mistake in this plan is the length of the portages. They're just long, and the portage nets are working. They're working perfectly. I mean, they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. But it's just hard to... I think the hardest part is walking on the trails. They are not flat, and they are not smooth. And trying to walk at an angle while you got someone on the other side of the boat pushing and pulling, it just makes it really hard to do. So, but that's my update. Yeah, I don't got much else. I'm gonna get to eating because I've had 2 granola bars today, and that is not enough. So until tomorrow, have a good night.
Hey everybody, this is fish.
3?
Yeah, this is fish number 3. Caught them on the first cast of tonight. Beautiful fish.
Hello, good morning everybody. This is Chase. I'm one of Jay's friends, and this is the beginning of day 3. We're at Bootleg Lake. It's very beautiful out here. Yesterday we had a pretty tough portage. It was pretty long, but we got here in one piece gladly, and we're just gonna fish today. I'm gonna whip Jay's butt in a fishing contest that I'm losing right now, but don't worry, I'm gonna get it.
All right, y'all. So Chase, if you remember last year, when I was up here with Papaw and me doing the path to Slowfoot, I mentioned the kid doing the Source to Sea on the Mississippi. I don't know how many miles you've actually paddled now, but this is the kid that at 13 and 14 has been paddling the mighty Mississippi. So no excuse for all the rest of y'all out there. But yeah, it's been fun up here, right?
Yes, it's been really fun.
It's a good time. So Midori has something to say.
Midori does have something to say.
I have a lot to say.
How many fish you got?
I've gotten exactly 0 fish so far. But this lake appears to be very hopeful, so I'm pretty sure I've got a few for today.
Little bass. Not a heck of a lot, but it's fish 23. $24. Our little bass. There is no shortage of small bass in this lake. It's gotta be bigger ones, right? It's just gotta be. $25. Gotta get them bigger ones, man. Where are they? $28. A little sunny. Had a northern after him. Tried to get it on film, but he didn't come back. $28. Same as the rest. Little guy. They're beautiful bass. They just got no size to them whatsoever.
I hear the sound of rushing water as I approach the southwest side of the lake. I wasn't aware of a creek coming in here, so it warrants a look.
On the south side of Bootleg, I could hear the definite sounds of a waterfall, so I had to come check. That's what I found. Nice little stream coming in. Can barely even find it from the lake. Well, I know fish like inlets, and I was just exploring this little waterfall in this creek here, and this bass got a little bit more size to him. He ain't big, but that's a step in the right direction. So that is number 30.
Quickly becomes clear that we will be catching a lot of fish on this lake. Although we are still having fun with our fishing contest, my focus shifts to the fish count. It's now a race to catch 100 fish on this trip, something I have never done on a single trip before.
$39, I believe. 40. There we go. Now we've got a bass. How about that? 42. That's a bass worth catching. A 3-pounder maybe. Boy, that felt much better. Holy. 44. Holy. 45. 46. 50. Crazy. Take a peek at the creek that leads to Triumph Lake just to see what it looks like. Maybe fish it a little bit. Take a little break from catching all these little bass. And yeah, let's just see where this little exploration brings us. I was going to show you 51. He's about that big, but he jumped off on me. Oh. He was about the size of bait. 53. Alright, y'all, I'm really starting to lose count. Am I at 54 or 55? We'll err on the side of caution. 54.
On the other side of the lake, the rest of the group was also having good luck with fishing.
Finally got one. No longer at 0. About time. Boy, this lake is really the place to be. Third one. All within 30 minutes, I think. So anyways, I'm catching up on the leaderboard of the competition. I've got a ways to go. Don't lose fault.
A possible goal on this trip was to reach Triumph Lake in the PMA. This creek is the gateway to that lake and something I was anxious to scout out.
Beautiful looking little creek. Hope I can get back into it. Oh yeah, she dropped off pretty good over here. I think this is the doorway to this creek. Doesn't exactly look appetizing. And 59. And 60. 61. 62. Alright, y'all. We're gonna go for the topwater mouse. This seems like the perfect opportunity to catch something on it. Let's see what happens. Pass on the mouse. There it is. I don't even know, y'all, what number this is. I'm gonna be conservative, maybe say 68. $69, I think. I really wanted to see what was over there. It's sunny. Alright, I think I just pulled in 74 with a giant tapeworm hanging out of it. And I don't want nothing to do with that, so I tossed him back. Didn't even bother filming it because I just wanted to get him the hell away from me. So, yeah, 74. Look at that. Part of the worm was still on my jig. It's actually moving. Gross. 75. Alright, well, not a bad day. I started the day at 22 fish, I think, and I am now at 75. So I would say that I've earned a lunch at least. So I'm gonna go do that.
It's time for lunch. A fish fry is underway, and I cook up some of my ground beef, nudes, and broccoli.
76.
Thunderstorm looming, we head out for one last fishing trip for the day. I come across the outlet of Bootleg Lake and start casting into the small pool. I would have never guessed what would happen next.
$77. $78. $79. $80. lake is broken. This isn't normal. $81. $82.
I joked about you getting 100, but like it's possible. Gotta watch it.
Doesn't even hurt when you lose one anymore. 84, nice size on that one. 87. All right, everybody. Well, I think that is going to round out day 3. I'm at 88 fish on the trip. I started today at 22, so there's your ballpark of how crazy broken this lake seems to be. I was gonna go for 100 tonight, but we can hear thunder, so we're gonna get back to camp and wrap it up. No reason to risk our life for some tiny little bass. But yeah, if I was able to pull all the ones in that I'm hooking, then I definitely would have 100 by now. So, back to camp.
Uh-oh.
Back at camp, we get ready to ride out another thunderstorm and pull the boats high out of the water.
Look at this absolutely magnificent double rainbow over here. Wow.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 4. Still on Bootleg Lake. We are going to do a little exploring today. We are going to obviously continue fishing. Starting the day at 88 fish in just 3 days. Insane fishing out here. And then last night we had a rainbow coming off the lake. So I think it's best to go fish where that rainbow was. Because why wouldn't you try that? I mean, makes sense, right? So, yeah, we've had off and on showers. Sleeping really good in the hammocks. It's been good nights. Nice and perfect temperatures. It's right on the verge of like being able to feel the cold through the bottom of the hammock, even though I got a foam pad on it. But it's so comfortable that usually when I shut my eyes, next time I open them again, it's daylight, and that's how I know I'm sleeping good. Never do that in a tent, and that's what makes and breaks a trip is good sleep. You can get good sleep, you're gonna have a good trip. So okay, we're gonna try to find the portage out of the southern end of Bootleg Lake today and see if maybe that's a viable option to get back to the Little Indian Sioux River. I did kind of swim by that area yesterday, but did not see it. So we'll look a little harder today. It's an interesting side of the lake with the waterfall coming in. You know, the Beaver Dam, Triumph Creek is over there. Just kind of a neat side of the lake. So, but we're waiting on everybody to get out and get paddling, and then we'll head down that way. But for now, we're just gonna keep that fishing going. Gotta hit 100. Today's the day. I'll hit 100 fish in one trip. That's crazy. Here we go. 89. Fish 90. And the Chapo 90. What are the odds? I think I found a northern. Look at that. Something besides a little teeny bass for once. That's a good sign. Guess I'm not done yet. Fish 91 is being a pain like northerns like to do. Come on back. That's fine, wear yourself out. Got all day. Alright, he's off. That is way easier than trying to hold him, but I did have him in my hands, so it counts. 92. Going for 100, folks. We're gonna do it. Might be 93. I can't remember. It's getting harder and harder and harder to remember. $94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99, maybe. Oh. Hands on, number 100. Or something like that. There we go. 100 fish. Really in just 3 days of fishing, but we'll call it 4 because that's our 4th day up here. So, crazy. I don't know how much more I'm really going to keep track because it's getting to be more work than it's worth to track this number of catches. So, but we'll keep going.
Wow.
A better size on that guy. Not huge, couple pounder.
A goal of ours today was to walk the portage out of the toe of Bootleg Lake. We wanted to find out if it would be easier to get back to the Little Indian Sioux through this portage, or to just go back the way we came. It's a long portage and would take hours to get all 4 kayaks across. A beautiful area to hike through, but hardly a portage any of us wanted to make. Midori and I returned to Triumph Creek so she can see the area herself, and try her hand at fishing this little hotspot.
Back by the beaver dam getting some more bass on the rat. I mean, jig reigns supreme out here over everything.
Yeah,
They just, everything eats it.
I know. Everything wants it.
Oh, I caught a fish in a few seconds. Put on a jig.
Yeah, for real.
Come on, man. This is beaver water.
Beaver water. Oh no, he ate it. Goodbye.
Look, you guys are all by yourself.
I know.
It's another successful day of fishing, so we head back to camp where we ride out another thunderstorm, something that has become a part of our daily routine.
Another beautiful rainbow view right from our campsite. Double rainbow. That's where we gotta fish tomorrow, right? Wow.
Alrighty, good morning everybody. We are on day 5 and we've made a decision to bail out of the Boundary Waters due to a very poor weather forecast. We're talking very high winds, possibility of tornadoes, hail, all this stuff. And part of the decision was we absolutely did not want to make those portages out if they were covered in trees, nor do we want to sit here and go through all that weather. You know, we've all gone through bad weather in the tents and it's just not any fun. And it sucks because we got probably one of the best spots I've probably had in the Boundary Waters. Maybe with the exception of that Insula Island, that was pretty nice. But it's gonna be a long day. We gotta break everything down, do all the portages today and be out. And like normal, I'm going to, we're gonna go to Scenic to finish off this trip because Scenic always is such a good option. And it's a place I know and I'm familiar with. And there's usually pretty good fishing out at Scenic. So, yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be a story. It'll be an interesting day of filming. Pretty much gonna be on the water all day and hauling gear all day. So, that'll probably wrap up this trip. And yeah, we'll catch you at the end of the video. Alright y'all, we are leaving our campsite on the beautiful Bootleg Lake with the astronomically good fishing. 2 of us are going to get ahead and start the portage, and then we'll be on our way. Our goal is to get back to the vehicle today, which shouldn't really be an issue. It's just going to be a long grinder, but no stranger to long grinder days, you know. Man, this campsite on the north side of Bootleg, this is the spot. This is a great spot. We had 4 hammocks hanging. Probably could have figured out more if necessary. Great view of the lake, great sandy beach landing, awesome fishing. I mean, even the 2 of them were swimming this whole time, and you really couldn't ask for a better campsite on a better lake. It was a lot of work getting the kayaks out here, but that's okay. I mean, we knew the kayaks would be a challenge, but we made it through that challenge, no problem. It's a lot of work, several trips on each portage, but having the kayaks up here in the Boundary Waters has been a lot of fun. They're fast, they take the waves and wind, which obviously we ain't had much. It's been almost perfect weather, aside from the storms we get. And then tonight they're really expecting or predicting some pretty nasty stuff. So better to play it safe. You know, we got people here that we're responsible for, and that weighs heavy on the mind when you got bad weather coming in. So just easier to bug out. And Scenic is a great place. That'll obviously be the next video. Every time I make a Boundary Waters video now, I feel like I finish off the trip with Scenic. But it's a great backup lake to go to. So yeah, that's about it. So cue that outro music, and we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit this long day square in the face and get on our way. Well, we've come to the end of the Little Pony River. That's your access to Bootleg Lake. We are now joining back up with the Little Indian Sioux. But on our way. Here we go. All right, everybody. Well, that's going to wrap up our 2025 trip to the Boundary Waters. We're bailing a little bit early due to the potential of bad weather tonight, but you know, that's okay. We're not done up in northern Minnesota yet. We're going to go to Scenic State Park, chase them big old 5-pounder largemouth bass. So yeah, what'd you think of it?
I had a really good time. It's definitely something I'd come back and do again.
Good. Papa?
Yeah, I'll definitely be interested to come back, but not with the same set of gear
Right.
for the portages.
Yeah, long portages this time around, but the swimming was fantastic and the fishing was fabulous. I loved it.
Yeah, we brought the kayaks up here. It was an experiment, see what they could do, see how it felt. Great on the water, terrible on the portages, obviously. But Little Indian Sioux South, beautiful river. I got to come back and finish paddling this river. It's a great river. So, yeah.
Definitely come back.
Yeah, it's always a great, beautiful time up here in the Boundary Waters. So, until next time, you all take care, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.